Okay, so guys, this is day 3 CSS of full stack development. So in the full stack development, previously we just saw about the HTML properties and all these things. This is day 3 for CSS. So CSS stands for cascading style sheet. So whenever you want to design the websites, we need a CSS, like what type of color that you want to choose, how to where to place the elements, and how to position the elements. All these things can be done by CSS only. So but the problem is, as a beginner, when you want to understand the CSS, we need to know each and every property. But in HTML, all the elements will behave in a similarly in the same way, and also implementation also will be same. But when it comes to CSS, each property will have its own way of implementation, and each property will have its own uniqueness of applying the values. So as a beginner, it may take some time to understand, but once you understand, it will be very easy. So you should have a proper guidance in order to understand. Otherwise, take a time and understand the basics, how these things are working. So I just gather some CSS properties which helps us to learn the CSS a little bit very faster. So this is text property, like text color, and then text size, text transformation. All these things will help you to understand the text property. Then color property, color, font color, background color, border color, all these things you can able to mention it. Position property, like absolute, relative, fixed, static, all these things this is position property. And pseudo classes like mouse over, active, focus, all these things will come under the pseudo classes. Then margin and padding, float property, display property, and how we can able to apply how we can able to apply classes and ID, and then inline style sheet, external style sheet, as well as internal style sheet. Okay, so these are the things that we should know about the CSS in order to apply into the HTML. So as I told you, it will not take much time, but however, to understand the basics, it may take much time if you are a beginner for the CSS. And again, don't spend too much time, and don't spend too much time on the properties which we are not going to use. Try to spend time which is very important in order to learn the CSS for HTML designing. Thank you.